Angelia married Juro, and they had Yelena. Yelena married Milos, and they had Olivera. Olivera married Osman, a son of Mina, and Ibrahim, and they had me.
It's okay. This is a safe space. We want to hear you. It's okay. You'll feel better when it's out.
It's a safe space.
And it's okay.
It was dark and damp and cold. The train kept moving. I used to love trains, you know. Used to watch them pass by. I was 16 when the war came to our parts. We've heard about stuff happening in Poland and Europe, but we didn't think too much about it. Poland was far. We didn't think it would reach us. We felt safe. I mean, who would care about our little town? The big cities, they may want to take those, but us? What for?
My brother Dusan told me about the big war happening in Europe. He said the world is going to change. My brother is a teacher, very smart. He looks so handsome with his glasses. I want to be a teacher too. I have another brother, Milan. He is in the big city, studying to be a lawyer. I'm so proud of him. He writes something about the city life. He also says people talk about the war. He does not want to join any armies. He says all killing is bad. He says people should love each other. My sister got married. She's going to go and join her husband soon. We are all worried about her traveling in these times of unrest, but he insists she come and stays with him. We had 2 other siblings, but they died of that horrible flu before I was born. I wish I met them.
There's this guy next door who wants to marry me. He asked my parents, but they think I am too young. They asked me, and I said I wanted to go to school first, to be a teacher, like my brother. I'm really good at math and painting. My sister, Yelena, teases me. I will be an old maid, but a very smart one.
Dusan left. Joined the communists. The Germans did come. They are all over. He said he had to go and fight. He could not just watch his country be taken by the Nazis. It makes sense, but I worry for him. I hope he doesn't get hurt. We've not heard from Milan since this started. I hope he's okay.
Last night they came to look for my brother. They shot dead in front of the house when we would not say where Dushan was. We don't know where he is. Even if we did, we would never tell. I would rather die than turn to my own brother. Some of our neighbors joined the Nazis. The boy who wanted to marry me is wearing that nasty uniform with the swastika. I don't understand how anyone can join them. Mother has been crying all day. She thinks I am her only surviving child. We don't know if Helena made it to her husband. She had to pass German checkpoints, and Dushan, who knows? They are all after him. I think Milan is okay. He must be. He hates violence. He will stay away from it.
They are here again. They are yelling at my mother. I hate to hear her cry. I think our neighbors gave us up. I can hear them getting closer to my door.
That was the last entry, but I remember the rest. They took me with them and threw me in some damp, dark room full of people and stench. There was a woman with a baby who kept crying. I could recognize a few people. There is an old rabbi holding Rahela. Someone whispered to me they killed her husband and 2 sons in front of her. The baby was getting quieter, and for a moment I thought it might fall asleep and we will all have some rest. Then the wail came. At first I thought the mother was singing a lullaby. Then I realized the child was dead. It was not a lullaby. It was a dirge, a most horrific, inhuman scream. How long have we all been in here? That smell, that was the smell of rotting bodies. The living and the dead were in the same room. Or are we all dead already? One day they brought in my mother. They told her if she brought in all of our gold, they would let me go. She brought all we had. They kept her. I wish I could have warned her. Nobody is leaving this place alive. I thought about my siblings. I hope one of them survives, one to tell our story. Maybe Helena will. She is so tough and brave. She must have tricked the Germans to let her cross. Or Milan, maybe he can find a way to America. Some of the Jews were saying that if they heard of people finding a way to escape across the ocean, or Dushan, maybe he will find Hitler and kill him. They loaded us all on the train. It was nice to walk outside a bit, even for a minute, to inhale fresh air. I am ashamed to say I wanted to get away from those bodies. Dead bodies, our bodies. There was a group of Roma on the train already, shipped from who knows where. Some people think we are better than them. On this train to hell, I find that ridiculous. People hold on to their prejudice, even in death. They sing sometimes. I find it soothing. I wish I could go and sing with them. Mom won't let me. She says they kill Roma and Jews first. I doubt Nazis care, but I don't want to upset her. She is trying to protect me. Not sure how long we were on the train when he walked in. The boy who wanted to marry me. I smiled at him. I thought maybe he will help us. He did like me once. He slapped me. He said he was happy he didn't marry me. He called me names. He called me a whore. He slapped me again and tore my already torn shirt. I tried to cover up, but he punched me and pulled my skirt off. I tried to fight, but he was stronger. He hurt me. It hurt so much. All I could think about was my mother. I could hear her scream. I could hear other soldiers, not soldiers, animals, restrain her and made her watch. They were laughing. They said we thought we were better. And the pain. I tried not to cry, but I could not stop. It hurt so much. I don't know how many monsters hurt me. I must have lost consciousness at some point. I must have bled to death. I don't know. All I could hear while I was dying was my mother crying. No mother should see her child raped. Her cry turned into a wail. It turned into a dirge. Then I heard Roma join in with the song. And in death, I understood they sang about dying.